Good morning, everyone. It's a pity that I cannot see you and I cannot hear you, but I believe that you are on the other side and listening to us. And I'm happy finally to present a wonderful company from Taiwan, Cypress Technologies, which is considered to be one of the leading manufacturers in professional audio and video, signal management and transmission devices in the world. And we have Eric with us, who will do the presentation of the company and of the products. And besides that, they are really great manufacturer and have a really nice portfolio of devices and equipment which can be used in different kind of projects we are involved in and you are involved in too. This is the only company that I know at the moment which is not struggling with the delivery terms and delivery time. So Eric will share his secrets how they managed to do that. So please make yourself comfortable and enjoy the presentation. Eric, your word.
Oh, thank you, Benjamin. And hello, everyone. This is Eric from CYP Sales Department. Nice to meet you. And from the latest presentation, I'm going to give you some introduction about our company, also our highly promotion product series. So please let me share my screen first. Okay, I believe all of you can see my screen. So let's get started. I'll make this interesting. Hope you like it. This is today's agenda. Today's topic, I'm going to break it down into 4 parts. First of all, I'm going to introduce ourselves and I'll highlight 3 categories of products. In the final section, we will got QA time and 2 price quiz. So let's get started about who we are. In this section, I'm going to break it down into 3 parts. Okay. First of all, the major offering of CYP is Pro AV solutions. To describe it in an easy understanding way, there are solutions between your sources and your sinks. Common functions include, but not limited to, point-to-point signal distribution and extension. And besides this function, we also implemented specific features to engage in requirements from different industries, like highly capable ways of controlling a venue's display scenarios. Designed and manufactured based on Taiwan, we serve our customer with stable quality and considerate RMA services all over the globe. Until now, we've got more than 50 distributors. And like every successful enterprise, we hold our own slogan to represent our own vision. CYP always follow up the latest technology with enthusiasm, committed to providing partners with the most appropriate services. Here is our milestone. Founded in 1990, we majorly produced monitors in the beginning. And in 2000, we established our first production facility and received orders from one of our most important customers, Panasonic. And in 2020, CYP obtained the ISO medical devices certificates so that we can get started in the development of medical application solutions. And in 2021, our portable panel generator and analyzer was awarded Taiwan Excellence, which was an indicator that CYP solutions will receive more attention from potential users. And just in last year, we released our new driver for increasing the compatibilities to mainstream control systems, including AMC, Control 4, and Questron. In addition, our Naked Eye 3D panel PC was announced, and currently we have received several hospital projects. Standing out in a competitive Pro AV market, we are known for more than one advantages. Here are some of them. First of all, experience in the field of Pro AV products. Our concept and knowledge is well enough to design solutions to fulfill demands from various vertical markets. And second, to embrace partners all over the globe, our products
Ir aš pasišnekėjau su savimi, ne? Guys, I see that Eric is disconnected, so just a couple seconds and he'll be back. A little bit patience, thank you.
Hello everyone. Okay, sorry for disconnected. I'm just back. Okay, so let me share this. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Can you see my screen now? Negative. Okay, so let's keep moving on. And here are the marketing events we participated in last year. In 2022, the threat of COVID-19 fades away gradually, and CYP actively returned to the major international exhibition to broaden the market. And this year, we have appeared in ISE, and we will participate in Computex and Infocom in succession. In today's work environment, systemized AV solutions exist in many industries. Such a trend has changed the working habits from different aspects. For instance, to adopt hybrid working environments for cooperating with partners in different time zones, or build up a situation room for monitoring working environments efficiently. And this is CYP's Pro AV product segment. The evolution order is from the bottom one to the top one. Hold on a second. Okay, and in the early age, when our solutions are relatively basic, their appearance are like the products in the bottom layer. And as our development ability expand, the design of hardware-based control function was involved. And we can refine functions by firmware upgrading. In the recent year, the field we focus on is user-friendly interfaces, especially for control. We believe that easy operating interface is a key factor to embrace various types of users. And from this page, I will show some illustration for you, which are the application of COP products in various industries, including enterprise, factory, education, religion, and even medical. Here's our technology roadmap. I'm not going to stop here for a long time as the illustrating is likely to be time consuming. However, you're welcome to drop any question if you found there's technology that you are interested in. Our engineering team will be more than happy to respond. Okay, in the coming slides, I'll give you some projects that we have achieved great success. A smart meeting room is considered to be a highlight facility in offices, and it benefits the organization by increasing the conference efficiency. We build up the environment through our AV over IP series, and meanwhile realize the scenario control by assembling the control unit within the same domain. And like European, Taiwanese people are big fans for dedicated sports. Here's our National Sports Training Center in South Taiwan. We maximize training performance by combining Pro AV technology with sports science. By realizing a transmission of 4K 60 resolution with zero latency, the facility provides real-time training of athletes, meanwhile benefiting the coach of analyzing and instructing further even subtle movements. And here's the largest healthcare center utilized in Taiwan. There are more than 10 of hospital and emergency center that we have adopted systems. The healthcare center provides a real-time diagnosis for doctors and make the patients and, and more than 10 patients has been cured and saved in the first months. The audio and video are able to be transmitted through Ethernet with zero latency. Flexible layouts with video wall to achieve information and video in hospital or remote site. Also, besides domestic projects, CYP participates in overseas partners project. In Turkey, this system benefits the users in the aspect of increasing operating flexibility, including equipped with multiple outputs, seamless switching, and multiple control interfaces. This one is one of our most successful projects of our SDVOE solution, named BlackRock Mining Operation, was achieved with one of our German partners. It was aimed to set up an expandable situation room for increasing the mine pit's working efficiency by 150% in 3 years. The video wall you see in the picture provided a full picture of the environmental status for managers. The seamless switching realized the requirements of timely data transmission. And because it's based on the protocol of AV over IP, the future expansion will be sure with highly flexibility and safe budget. So far, so good. Let's jump into our CYP highlights products categories. First of all, I'm going to introduce our AV over IP products. And here is the agenda. Let's get started with some background knowledge about AV over IP. AV over IP products is a technology feature delivering AV signal through Ethernet protocol, and there are two major advantages. First of all, it's extending the transmission distance. The signal can be delivered farther than via HDMI cables. Second, simplifying the cable layout. As the solution was designed based on AV over IP technology, there's no necessary to install a bunch of heavy cables between your sources and display. With such two significant advantage, AV over IP is one of our most frequent inquiry solutions. And let's talk about the solution with 1G first. For these two model numbers, the supported input resolution is up to 4K 30. And it is also possible to have the transmitter operate in multicast mode to send single AV signal to a large number of receiver within the same network domain. And it is a useful feature for users to create large multiple display video wall in a simple step. And designed with multiple control interface, this management can be via web GUI, telnet, and even the front panel control, etc. And to increase the layout flexibility, both of these model numbers are designed can be powered via PoE, reduce the need of power supplies. And this is still the dual format 4K UHD AV over IP transceiver that enable users to switch the unit into a transmitter or a receiver according to their needs. And for this one, the transmission distance can be further extended by using SFP fiber cable. The distance is from the range of 550 meters to kilometers, depending on the fiber module that has been used. And here's the controller. This controller is powerful and flexible solutions for controlling multiple video over IP extender within the same domain. The installation is to link the same local network as the transmitter and receiver to easily define and configure channel routing selections for both unicast and multicast scenarios using the web GUI. And it is also possible to define the switch routes using customized group or present allowing for easy control over multiple video zones. What we show on this page is the present recall function. Setting up the present allocation for each icon makes the switch of presenting more convenient. So far, so good. After the 1G solution, let's take a look of our SDVOE. It's quite a different category. Where could SDVOE system go? Using scenario with more strict requirements, for signal quality may not be satisfied by 1G solution. For example, precision medicine technology for diagnosis, or arts performance that need good viewing experience. The benefits brought out by SDVoE with 10 gigabit bandwidth, signals up to 4K 60 resolution can be delivered with almost zero compression. And furthermore, the minimum latency realizes the seamless signal switching. This is one of our projects in an opera house in Belgium. Due to a large space, it would be difficult for audience sitting on the backside to see actors on stage. So we capture the image through the cameras installed around the stage and then distribute this signal via SDVoE framework to optimize the audience experience. The two model numbers on this page are designed for high-quality IP routable AV extension with minimum latency. Based on an ultralight compression scheme, it's realized lossless of most content and become a great solution for extending 4K AV streams and data. The install units can be used together to form a distribute video matrix, a multi-viewer system, or a video wall system, adding to their flexibility in large events installation. And every transceiver can be configured into either a transmitter or receiver, like the 1 gigabit solutions, enhancing the flexibility of installation. A group of transceiver can be combined with one or more 10G fiber Ethernet switch, and the units can form a distributed video matrix, a multi-view system, or a video wall system, adding their flexibility. For sure, SDVoE series has its own controller too. Supporting wider bandwidth, CS7S is capable to support more convenient features. And this is convenient functions that CS7 has brought up. It is a preview function that enables users to take a look of our monitoring sources and what content they should display on the sinks. In the multi-view mode, there will be some embedded layout for users' options. Also, user can design their preferred layout and save it in a list, like the quad view mode and PIP mode. Also, it got video wall mode. Moreover, the signal distribution can be realized by drag and drop, enable the users to edit signal sources, name and refine the sources and sinks management intuitively. And the next chapter is our Universal Device Controller. Universal Device Controller is designed to be managed and configure multiple capable devices. The core idea is to assemble this unit within the same domain and simplify the step to issue the action. Please let me ask a question. More or less, have you ever found difficulties while operating controller system? The separated puzzles on this page represent the problems that we have collected over years, which users have encountered while they're operating, including unfriendly interfaces, unintuitive operations, and overly complicated settings. Hard to operate does not mean it's a bad product, but we believe that the product that targeting to embrace more customers should be more user-friendly. It's always been our principle to develop and improve products according to our experience. And each of the development ideas has to be involved within a harmony concept. CS9 is a good example. Besides fixing the mentioned difficulties, CIP also included our additional value in CS9 to expand the control interface to personal IT products. Meanwhile, realize the control of CIP CDM system. The CDM we mentioned is channel distribution management, namely the CS7 and CS7S we just mentioned. And this is a graphic that's present our position of and other competitors in the market. Mostly, the parameter of the controller are said to be set up by SI before handed to the end user. It sounds convenient, but it reflects the issue that most of the control systems on the market takes time to learn how to use. And the most common barrier is knowing how to edit the program. Even just for minor adjustment, users may need to turn to the assistance of the vendor. And to overcome such a situation, CS9's major feature is easy learning of the usage. The core idea is knowing how to look up to the table on the relative device manual and fill in the code. That's everything. With such a simple step to do particular adjustments, even expansion are no longer a mission impossible to the user. And meanwhile, such a high flexibility enables CYP control system to become compatible with products from other manufacturers. And to illustrate the user interface, I took several screenshots here, and I'm going to illustrate it one after another. To make the operation more intuitive, we replace complicated text with images, and these icons allow users to upload their own preference, creating an interface that's closer to users' imagination. And to make the device status monitoring easier, user can observe the dashboard and tell the linking situations by the color differences. Besides, the IP address of each linked device is shown on a single table for click and check. What you've seen in the middle down screen is the interface of products in a specific category. Users can issue comment to the products in such a class by just clicking the icon, not even need to input the common code. And products in this category involve some of the CYP model numbers and some of our eco-partners devices. Our PM update the included products regularly, and it could be customized based on users' demands. Last but not least is the graphical automation setting. This is a feature that enables users to set up a series of commands that could be activated automatically as long as the condition has been fulfilled. For instance, I could name a scenario of presentation mode, and the included action are when clicking the icon A, it will turn on the lights on the front half and leave the real lights at 50 brightness, and release the electronic curtains one after another with a latency of 0.5 seconds. After introducing the operating concept of CS9, the coming section will be using scenario illustration. All of these are collected from our actual cases. The installation concept is easy understanding, and thanks to CS9's high compatibility, similar allocations could be widely adopted in different industries. A huddle room is usually a small space that can be contain people less than 5, and due to the relative simple allocation, the supported features will tend to be easy operating. In order to facilitate the efficient operation of small meeting, functions like auto switching to personal devices connect to the system is an ideal solution for realizing a plug and play. And also, USB-C can provide stable powers for personal devices during a conference. The connection diagram looks like this. The core idea is to include the control items within the same domain. And in the configuration, we use Wi-Fi router and LAN cables to link our V32 USB-C. It is a scaler and a relay control. Besides CS9, there's a series of CYP products named Keypad, which is designed to providing physical button to construct specific application scenarios. It's this one. That is, the users can either achieve control by touching the pad or pushing the buttons. And the construction for meeting room needs to take into account the longer transmission distance and the efficient switching between different signals. In order to realize such an environment, the products we selected will edit an interface with integrated multi-signals, which is HDBaseT, and used to integrated audio-visual, power supply, and control command transmission to simplify the installation configuration. and it can also overcome the pain points of short HDMI transmission distance. The transmitter we adopt in this case, it can handle the signal from multiple types of sources to HDMI or HD-Base-T. And as the control signal will be passed via LAN, we'll take HD-Base-T as the tunnel to the receiver and deliver the projector. For sending commands to relay connected devices, we adopted another control system center, the CS6. By such a configuration, efficient control can still be performed despite the involved signal sources numbers are increased. So far, so good. And in the next few pages, I would like to introduce the boardroom application, which we reached great success in Malaysia Prime Minister's office. And in the application scenario of boardroom, a remarkable point is that our AV over IP system are being introduced, making high flexible configuration in the aspect of maintenance and future expansion. And by doing so, there will be network switch that link with Wi-Fi router to play the role of signal distribution. And in the application scenario of boardroom, making it And here you can find our CS7 has been included in a control unit, which means that the users can send out commands to CS7 via CS9. And different from the application of enterprise using, the education today emphasizes high interactivity between speakers and students. Functions like touchback could be benefits the users in controlling their present contents by the display, and others for breaking through the geography and time limitation, such as stream, will improve the learning efficiency for students from different time zones. In order to make you feel more immersive, I draw a connected diagram in a version that simulates the layouts in a classroom, like this. In today's education market, the P podium is a very highly inquired offer, which accommodates most AV signal distributions devices to become a set of solutions. And to achieve the function of streaming, the unit we adopted for signal configuration here is VPR 3421st. It also plays a role in delivering precious education resources to NAS for long-time preservation. By assembling all these control units within the same domain, the teacher can hold the tablet and give speech while moving in the classroom, meanwhile turning on the streaming function and set up the output contents on the monitor. There's no doubt that easy-to-operate controller can be greatly improve the efficiency of internal operation, but its application is far more than that. In this chapter, I'm going to introduce the installation of CS9 in the HQ. And I'm going to introduce our summarization in CS9's design and develop. In a nutshell, CYP's R&D for Universal Device Controller aiming the 5 critical points: the user-friendly interface, diverse control approaches, highly efficiency linkage with IT products, and last but not least is the highly flexibility to adapt to user scenario. Meanwhile, maintain the high interoperability and stable quality. And in the last chapter, I'm going to introduce our USB-C product family. And this slide involves 5 sections. Before we jump into the product family, I'm going to start it from some of the features of the USB-C interfaces. Okay. Here are some simple stories for USB's history. The promotion of USB was started by an organization named USB Implementer Former in 1996, and the activity they organize include but not limited to the promotion and the marketing of USB. It is an interface that enables computer to communicate with the peripheral devices. A common function is data transmission, and throughout the evolution, there have been 4 generations. After a brief history about the USB evolution, let's take a look at what makes Type-C superior in function. First, the maximum data transmission speed is up to 40 gigabits. Second, it can provide maximum power supply up to 240 watts, which can meet the charge requirements for most existing IT products. Last but not least, it can realize video and audio transmission. That's why we that's why we look into this kind of interfaces for more than 5 years. And engaging in such an interface for this long, what advantage make our Type-C products USB-C product family so powerful? And here are the 4 major points. First is extended the data transmission. The distance is based on the design of each product. Second, it supports power supply up to 60 watts, can cover most IT products' charging requirements. Third, supported resolution is up to 4K Ultra HD. And also, besides USB-C, CYP products still equipped with other mainstream interfaces for meeting the major market's demands. And one of our core concepts on R&D this year is AV over IT. It is the idea to combine the IT industry with CYP's expertise in Pro AV. As our daily life is already filled with IT products for work, for education, and even entertainment, such like smartphone, laptop, tablets, and so on. Interface of these consumer products is now under the trend of gradually developing toward USB-C. Taking Apple, the mainstream brand of personal devices, as an example. As early as 2015, I believe, MacBook have been designed with Type-C interface to charge and data transmission. And through the recent news that frequently mention USB-C, Apple's future smartphone will replace the current Lightning port with Type-C. It can be speculated that Type-C has received high acceptance in the market. And to give you a detailed illustration, I would like to start it with this index, which sorts CYP USB-C family by the supported interfaces, thereby classifying each group with the specific using scenario. And to equal the product design principle, I will give you the introduction by illustrating 3 using scenarios, thereby provoke your imagination of how to combine the introduction with reality applications. To start with the very first class, a meeting room with no more than 5 people. A simple switcher with USB-C, HDMI, and mini DP would be sufficient to cover the usage. The difference between the 2 model interfaces is that the TB, you can take it as a table using one. The TB module number equipped with an analog audio input, and enabling the users to plug in additional audio sources. And V32 USB-C is a powerful matrix. For the splitter function, 2 HDMI outputs are matrixed, which is capable to feed the input signal to 2 displays side by side directly. And the HDMI output A is designed with the downscale function. It can downgrade the signal resolution from 4K 60 to 1080p, thereby enabling it to be present on monitors with various specs, making a system with higher adaptability. And for the Type A ports on the front panel, it could be the ports to support web camera or KVM tools like your keyboard or your mouse. And for Type B ports, it's for serving using. People can link to their PC without the necessity of removing a cabinet and process the firmware upgrading or debug. And when we jump into the topic of medium meeting room, I will offer you some illustration diagrams as a reference. And because of the HD-T, the transmission distance for 4K 60 resolution could be up to 40 meters. And in the coming model numbers, it could be up to 100 meters. It also benefits users to simplifying the link between sources and sink. As you can tell, the interface design for this model number is richer than the three mentioned model number before. And let's move on to the next page to take some using scenario. In this application, the HD-T interface could send a power AV signal and command simultaneously. And the installation between transmitter and receiver will only need one CAT cable. The compatible receiver series are designed with POH feature, which is that it can play a role of PD while receiving signals through its CAT cable, needless to find another socket for resolving the power issue. And for this model number, the most eye-catching design of 2608T transmitter is the various USB ports in its front panel. And both of the Type A can be connected directly to standard USB devices, like mouse, keyboard, or flash drivers to extend their USB functionality to the current active USB host port. And for the one marked as a service, it could be also used for firmware upgrade. And while for the Type B port, it is actually a host port. By connected to standard USB hosts through it, such as your PC or laptop, it can extend the USB functionality to the connected USB devices. And this unit contain an audio DSP, is digital signal processing engine, supports auto mixer and auto gain functionalities, enabling the audio signal from microphone sources to be mixed with the audio from one of the video sources, and offering multiple ways for processing the control function. Depends on the user's habits or available devices. Signal with this model number can be controlled via OSD, the on-screen display, web GUI, telnet, RS-232, etc. Okay. Here comes another one, AV over IP products. This is an 1G transmitter designed to support USB-C input up to 4K 60. And due to the design with POH feature, both the transmitter and the receiver can be powered through CAT cable, needless to find AC power port for each of the devices. And designed of embedded HDMI and USB-C ports, is aiming to trend that new laptop today mostly equipped with these two interfaces. Benefits the users of flexible using. Okay, and thank you for your patience. The coming two products will be the series with most complete functions today. This one, 6030 CVE, is designed for usage in scenarios that need enable most participants to access the system, meanwhile to provide flexible usage of audio and video devices. For example, with the embedded audio mixer, it is possible to combine audio sources from microphone and analog inputs. And compared to 6030 CSV, the HB1, its greatest feature, is designed with two more HD-T input ports, which achieve the more efficient long-distance transmission through connection other CYP products, broaden the application field of CYP products, and increase the flexibility of installation. This diagram is an application in a lecture hall. To make good using of the meeting spaces, 6030 HB is installed in the engine room, leaving a transmitter for users' operation. And besides, for output, there are HDMI and HD-T for users' option, offering flexible allocation for the sink. Besides the boxes, CYP also provide cables for users' options. From the user's perspective, ALT mode is capable to send out USB signal, meanwhile delivering AV signal output from the display ports. And as long as the connected device's Type-C ports supported power delivery, it can be charged simultaneously. Our active optical cable provides high transmit efficiency with stable quality. For some unique scenarios that need split up the data and power, we can also provide it optional pigtail for realizing it. And in the roadmap part, I'm not going to stop for a long time. And one of the highlights I would like to give you is this model number. The highlight point is that it will adopt HD-Base-T 3.0. It could deliver 4K 60 AV signal with no compression up to 100 meters, and it will be available soon. Okay, thank you for your patience of listening. In this section, I will give you several minutes to issue your questions, and our engineering team will be more than happy to answer you. So please feel free to text it or speak up.
Eric, I believe that more questions will appear when our partners will start using Cypress for their projects. And one remark from my side that those are already available on our website. And if somebody needs equipment for testing, please approach us, and everything will be provided to you in a shortest available period. And of course, if any questions, we'll share the contacts of Eric and his team, and we can continue accordingly to that. So thank you each and everyone for participating, for your time.
Sorry, Ben. There's still another part. Sorry.
I see.
There's a prize and quiz part.
I see. Oh, the prize. Can I take part in it or no?
Okay. So if there's no issue, I can move on. Okay. So from now on, in this page we got several questions for the prize quiz. And it is a pity that I cannot meet you face to face on site, but if you hit the corrected answer later, our marketing colleague will contact you for asking the delivery address. And the prize will be our 8K ultra high-speed HDMI cable. So for the coming questions, if you know the answer I'm going to ask, please type it in the click meeting text. First of all, please name one model number for CYP CDM system. And the hint is CDM is referred to channel distribution management. Anybody got ideas? Okay. If you got your answers, please you can type it or speak it up. It's up to you. Uh, I see, Mr. Vitus. Sorry if I pronounced not correctly. Please correct me. It's a pity that's not this one, but yeah, you can keep trying. Name is quite short. No, Mr. Jaguar, it's a pity not this one. Please keep trying and keep trying. Oh, it's a pity. Sure, go to Module EU. Yeah, I believe you will find something. It's a controller actually. Or you can recall what we have mentioned in AV over IP sections. What's the name of the controller? Mm, oh, well, yeah, I see, Jason. Yeah, thank you for your answering. It's a pity that, but I believe you will be more familiar with our products in the coming future. CDPS CS7 and CDPS CS7S is referred to our channel distribution management, which is CDM system. What we have mentioned it, where we have mentioned it is in the AV over IP section. And for the next page, I believe this one will be more simple. Please name one advantage that brought up by SDVOE system. Any one you can figure out, as long as it's correct, the prize will be yours. Oh, I see many people type the answer for the previous question. Yeah, thank you for your participating. Please take a look of the second questions. Maybe next time we will have this kind of price quiz as well. The second question is, please name one advantage that brought up by SDVOE system. Any advantage you can come up with will be fine. As long as it's correct, we will send the price to you. Low latency, yes. I see Mr. Vitus. Yeah, this is the correct answer. Similar signal switch, low latency, zero compression. Okay, and thank you for your participating today. From the next section is our feedback parts. There is a QR code on the page. You can scan it and please leave your precious feedback. Every opinion is CYP's fuel to move on and improve ourselves. So please feel free to give any opinions. We'll be happy to see it.
Eric, is it all from your side?
Oh yes, this is everything. After filling the feedback, this slide would be complete.
So how will you detect the winner of a quiz?
Yes, we have made the recorded, and I believe I see Vitus Dennis, Mr. Vitus Dennis. I'm not sure if I pronounced.
Yes. Vitus Dennis.
He have answered the correct answers in the CDM1, and also the SDVOE Advantage 1. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah,
so
thank you for everyone.
Congratulate Vitus, right?
I will come. Yes, for sure. Our marketing colleague will connect with him for next step. Yeah.
Okay, great. So I will repeat my thanks to all the participants. If any questions, you are welcome to approach me. If anything deeper, so we can put you in direct contact with Cypress people, with the Cypress team. And as I already mentioned, all the products are available on our B2B site, so you can see the prices and availability. And what else? Wish you all a great week, the productive week, and we'll be in touch. Thank you very much.
Wish you a nice day. Thank you, everyone.
Eric, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ben.